No, let's see if I remember which one is which. Freeman Shorts 2? Hey, okay. Oh. This there. Frame rate is lower than I'd like it. I don't know if I can use this world anymore. This is like bothering me. He's not live yet. Well, if it isn't the punchline to my joke. 9 a.m., Yeland is live. There's literally no winning with these people. Day 635 of walking. Hello. Hi, Smile. Hi, Elder. Lind, did you see what happened 4chan? Yep, I have it in my notes. Bite, Smile, lick air. Hi, Zway. Oh shit, what have I missed? You haven't missed anything. We've been live for a minute. What do you mean? Hi, Pwoxy. Wait, what the? Hold on. What the? Huh? Hang on. I see something and I'm like, excuse me? The fuck is that? Refresh this. Why is it taking so long? This dude is going live at 9 a.m. That's crazy. I want to know why. I have no idea why. I'm getting licked. Hi, Cairo. One joke. Yeah. Cairo Bike. Hi, Jer. That's my lick. Yeah, I saw it. Thought you weren't streaming because of it? No, I'm literally just like, I opened up Chatterino, and I see the red dots, you know, it had it on Shocky, Kuro, and then I saw, you know, next to mine, because I'm clicking my tab, okay, literally on Chatterino, mine's the top left one, right? Because, you know, my chat's first. And then next to that is Koyo's, so I'm like, why does that have a red dot? Fucking what, huh? He's cheating on us. He's playing Repo with streamers. Oh, is he doing a knock together thing with some others? I see. That's fine. We'll be playing with him tomorrow? Yeah. Hi, Juice. Hi, Yuki, Yulin, you gay. Thanks to Matthews. Thank you, Yuki and Matthews. Let's start stretching. Also, at Yuki Rar. Hell yeah. Dude, I might have to change worlds. I used to be able to handle this world. My computer is just dying, I think. Anchor. Local. Ends in 3. We're going to PSO. This world I can't handle this world anymore. Which is unfortunate. It's a pretty world. Portal. Hi, Shiro. Alu Yuli. Alu chat. Lin, did you see? I don't know. You're just saying, did you see? Only you turn off your computer like a normal person. Hi, Spacefish. Welcome. Your computer degrades just as fast if you turn it off every night as leaving it on. The startup process is not ideal for it. You a bun, you eat bun. This can go down to 35. Okay. This. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, da-dum. Then anchor world. What? Da-da-da-dum, da-dum. There. Sleep mode, just like me. Hi, ants. I don't know, everything I've read was sleep mode kind of wears it down just as much. And I used to always put my computer in sleep mode. And then I don't remember when I started just leaving it on all the time. I do like my channel points. This computer has lasted 6 years. He has buns. It's a Yulin bun fish. Yes, I already answered you, Elder. Hope you get a dead pixel. Wow, that's fucking rude. Okay, where is my camera, actually? Right there? Okay. Hi, Global. My stream, my stream died, I didn't hear. Yes, we saw 4chan news. We will be talking about 4chan news. Mine goes into sleep automatically if I'm gone for a while. Otherwise, it's just on. I want to say it's preference. It is like, from a logical standpoint, if your computer is in sleep mode and has less physically moving parts, how the fuck could that possibly be this wears down your computer as much as just literally leaving it on? So in that regard, like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me that, like, leaving your computer on is going to be the same as putting it in sleep mode. But I've seen, like, so many people say that's the case, and for me, it seems to be that way. Because, like, I haven't seen a difference from leaving it on to sleep mode. The computer's 6 years old, and it's just starting to show its age. I'm due for an upgrade. Wait, who is threatening Pixel? Don't kill Pixel. Bits, so true. Can someone give me a quick rundown of the 4chan news before I bed? Okay, smile. 4chan got hacked. It had a bunch of emails and IP addresses leaked. Specifically the hackers, I think they publicized a lot of the DMs and emails and stuff of a lot of the 4chan admins. And there's, you know, as you'd expect with 4chan admin stuff, a lot of questionable stuff there. It's 4chan. I don't know what they were expecting. Yeah, that's the quickest rundown I can give. And this guy wonders why his power bill is so much? I don't wonder why it's so much. I know exactly what it is from leaving my computer on. FU bits, leave the llama out of this. Wait, it was Trog. FU Elder. 4chan has admins? Yeah, like any website, it's gonna have people that, you know, run the website. Thank you for the rundown. Well, off to bed I go. I am taking this with me. Good night, Smile. Sleep well. I woke up at, like, fucking 4 a.m. I went to bed at 1 and woke up at 4. And, like, you ever just wake up super, super early and you're like, oh, man, time to start the day? What the fuck do you mean it's 4 a.m.? I'm going back to bed. But it's like a full wake up. You're like, you're not groggy. You're not like, oh, I'll fall asleep in, you know, 5 seconds. You're just like, why the fuck am I up now? This sucks. I had that type of wake up. But, I don't know, I was able to fall asleep back in like 5-10 minutes. It wasn't that bad. Most days, yeah, Tellish, that fucking sucks if that's most days. I was able to go back to bed without too much effort. But I remember having the thought, I'm so awake right now, I'm fucked. They used ancient PHP stuff? Call me next time that happens, I'll be there. I didn't sleep until 1 a.m. yesterday. Oof. You fell for that yourself? Bits ain't never here early. Bits used to be the person in chat offline that was like, chat, he's late at 8:55. I've pissed Bits off with too many food takes. Now Bits is late, chat, he's late. Okay. I did lunges. What are we at? Hamstrings? Come here, Ranmu. Hi, Noodles. Bits used to be a hater. He fell off. Tyro, chat, he's cute. Now give us your bad music taste. I don't really have, like... Oh. When it comes to music, I'm very much like... There's music I like, but there's not, like, genre. There's no bands I'm really that committed to. I've kind of just always looked at music as like, hi, Azu. That cat looked up. It's a chow. I've always just been like, do I like this song? Does it kind of give me energy? Add it to the playlist, right? So, like, for a long time, I wouldn't get albums, I'd get songs. So, like, Wolfmother. I know 2 of their songs. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah. Same, Lynn. My music is just fucking random. 2 a.m. when I slept, Milk Boy. That's not too bad, right? Right? Bless, bitch. Okay. Hi, Gale. One day he won't mute. Oh, it's actually common that I don't mute. Because when I'm walking, I have to, like, not miss it. Wolfmother, I know Joker and the Thief, and Woman. Those are the 2 songs I know from Wolfmother. Other than that, it's like, I never listened to an album of theirs. Ending to chapter 12 was crazy. I was really expecting just a fucking gunshot the moment the chapter starts. Just, chapter starts. Damn, the Rock Band songs. I never had Rock Band. I think one of them was Guitar Hero, and then I came across the other one. One of them I definitely heard in Guitar Hero, though. I went to sleep at 6 a.m. yesterday. Baldur's Gate 3 update is live. Oh, it's live? I thought that was in a day or 2. Wolfmother, where? No, different Wolfmother. I'll have to tell you about it later. I think on the last chapter, though. I was in a call with Oku yesterday, watching them play through Yakuza 6? Wow. Shit happens. Wait, was it Yakuza 6 or... Now I'm like, hold on. Was it 6 or 5? I'm forgetting. I want to say 6, but I feel like that's wrong. It was 6? 6? Okay. There was a fucking hilarious moment where, this guy, he's being a bitch, and his friend's like, be a man! And goes to hit him, and Kiryu grabs his wrist, right? And Kiryu's like, you don't get to hit him. If anyone has the right to hit him, it's me. And then it slowly fades to black, and you're like, ah, Kiryu's gonna be, you know, the bigger person, and not hit him, you know, that. It immediately smash cuts back to it with the guy being sent through a fucking wall, and, like, Kiryu hit him so hard he went flying 20 feet, and you're just like, holy shit! Literally, just Oak when I started fucking dying. Yeah, Woman is Guitar Hero, I think, or maybe the other way. I want to say Woman was the Guitar Hero song. I don't remember where Joker and the Thief I got. At the time, I was using LimeWire. So I probably looked up Wolfmother, and Woman was on LimeWire, as well as Joker and the Thief, because, you know, it's probably, like, their biggest songs at the time. And so I probably just also got Joker and the Thief. I'll have to tell you about it later. I think I'm on the last chapter, though. Yeah, real poser. He only played Beatles Rock Band. I played Guitar Hero 1, 2, and maybe 3? I don't remember if I played 3. If I did, I didn't play it as much as 1 and 2. Boo. No. Yakuza... It's such a story where, like, every chapter ends with a new villain, especially this one. It's like, oh, this guy's the big bad guy. Oh, actually, his boss was the big bad guy. Oh, actually, his boss was in this deal with this guys, and they're manipulating him to be the big bad guys. Oh, this guy, now that you've stopped him, you find out that that guy that was being manipulated by him was actually manipulating the trade deal. So he was actually the big bad guy. Oh, the guy that's been next to you the whole time, he's actually the real big bad guy. And it's just like... Bro, chill. Bro, slow down. The plot thickens. It's literally like, okay. It's literally like every single person is the big bad guy, but one event happened that just fucked everything up, and it's just figuring out what everybody knows about it and how they're being stupid and trying to deal with it. And Kiryu just coming along and like beating the shit out of everybody. You and I have been the bad girl the whole time. You couldn't if you tried, Yuki. What? Oh, I see. I just saw Leafeon's link, start repo. That's what's going on. Does it say who it's with? I'm together with Leafeons. I don't know if there's anyone else, though. I kind of half expect to see, like, Radiant Soul with them as well. I'm so curious. I'm like, what the fuck? They're live at this time! I swear to God, I will bonk you. Damn, that was a fast answer. See, Yuki's like, I'll bonk you, but I just imagine it like this. How can you say that, Yuland? I'll bonk you for this. You know, just the fucking... this, you know, wouldn't even be a firm back massage. Bonk with head pats. No, just a pouty face and, you know... But I weigh more than you. Where were we? Cammy stretch? My Logitech. And then you pick them up and shake them. I could slam you against the wall and break your ribs. She's so huffy, she's like putting constant typos. His rips! Funny to me too, Juice. Time are we at? 19? Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. You ever have a brain thought that just goes a weird tangent that you're like, why did that happen? I'm now thinking about Rathalos. So I do my squats. And that made me think of Final Fantasy XIV. Where, like, in Kugane, you have the two Monster Hunter collab guys that want you to go fight Rathalos. You know, they're doing the, or is it like this? They're doing the squats. I think it's like this. And me squatting just made me think of that. So now I'm thinking like, oh, I never got that Rathalos mount. Like, I'm not even subbed to Final Fantasy 14 right now. A brain thought I could never. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That went fast. I didn't stall my squats for 10 minutes this time. Yippee! You excited about the Baldur's Gate stuff?
Huh?
You excited about the Baldur's Gate stuff?
What stuff?
The big patch.
I didn't know there was a big patch coming out.
New content, new subclasses.
Ooh.
You know about this? Hi, Smug.
I didn't hear about it until just now.
It's been in the works for... Oh, I just missed 22 minutes. Shit. It's been in the works for a couple months. 2210. 2510 end. Green thought I could never. Yeah, they're adding, you know, like, Drunken Master Monk.
Yeah.
Shadow Sorcerer, stuff like that. I think it's Shadow Sorcerer, I forget. Formkeeper Ranger, that's the one I think looks the coolest.
Swarmkeeper, nice.
I feel like the BG3 news is some of the hypest, least known thing ever. Yeah.
Well, some of these are actually the ones that, like, are the people that picked. It's like the one that a lot of people like. Oh, Bell Blitz-Sinking Wizard, that's nice.
Finally a use for my 800 bottles of booze.
Swashbuckler.
1 minute down. The thing I always collected, Ants, was pictures. But it was kind of better in Divinity 2. In Divinity 2, we would collect every picture and bring them to the boat, and we would make a wall of pictures. And because you're there at the end, you kind of like keep your picture wall. I collected corpses. Oh god. Today is hard.
Yeah, that's appropriate timing that's coming out because my roommate's wanting to play Baldur's Gate sometime soon.
So many. Yeah, no, now is a really good time to start a Baldur's Gate run. Hi, Ellie. Big cookie. 2 minutes down. 1 more minute to go. Oh, God. My stomach has already tightened. 50 more seconds. I'm going to explode Pinkland. No! 40 more seconds. Bunny? Okay. I can get it. I can get it from here. Yeah. He raises his butt on purpose. Drog, I'm just trying to survive right now. 20 seconds. Cairo, arched backland. Gotta go to Laserby. Bye, Ellie. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh. Ah. Ah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay. Victory! Yay.
Gotta go to Laser. Bye. Likely sorry. Stay right there for a second. Okay. Look at that cute bunny doing his best. Dude, I don't know what it is, Space Fish. Like, planking should get easier the more I do it, right? But some days it's like, okay. And some days it's fucking hard. Hi, Kimmy. Fuck you, Yui. Bye, Ellie. A fishy, get ready to do another Baldur's Gate 3 run. Patch 8 live. Kimmy, hi. My aunt's kiss. Ellie hasn't said I could move yet. Okay, you can move on, done. Okay. Oh, planking kills me. It's not impressive how long you can plank. At 10 seconds, I want to cry. Space Fish, my favorite thing ever. Not my favorite thing ever, but one of my favorite things ever. Was Foss being like, why do you plank? It doesn't look that hard. And I was like, okay, do it, buddy. He's like, sure, I'll do it. 10 seconds in, he goes, oh, what the fuck? Oh, God, this sucks. Oh, Jesus. And it was like, yeah, have you never planked in your life? But Foss talking mad shit and then trying it and instantly realizing what it's like was just euphoria. That was just like, fucking, this is what it is. Fuck you. You're planking so painful. Become wood. Trackers. I need to fix my trackers. You guys, wait there for a moment. I want to try planking. Do it. Just try it right now. Hi, Kyle. Coward? Why? Because I'm not turning my trackers in front of all of you? The unfortunate part about planking is all the equipment it requires. Fucking what? Chat, she's fucking with you. She's fucking with you. And then...
Wave.
Okay. Morning coward week. I should have told Cookie not to go over there. It's fine, we're about to turn the music off. This map has a very weird thing where whoever joined most recently, that's who sets the music. So Cookie running into the main area changes the world music. I don't know why it's not just where you are, but that's how it is. Oh, okay. I see that there's a Pud. We're walking through Final Fantasy first. Starting phone timer. I'ma eat your head, Ellie. The unfortunate part about planking... I already read that. Oh, shit. I am realizing something, guys. If I go to pin 2... I didn't set up this camera yet. Teehee? So we gotta do that real quick. Anchor, local, mask, world, yeah. Turn this down. Turn this on. And we're walking. And I'm going to turn this way so that I'm not looking at Cookie while they're AFK. Hi, Techno. Good morning. I got woken up a half hour early to get groceries. Only told that our 7-person van didn't have enough room for everyone, so here I am. My god. What's up, Trog? He rushed today? It's not necessarily that I rushed. It's that I fell behind on my schedule stuff. Right? And so, when it turns 8:40, I start getting ready. And if nothing goes wrong, I'm on time. What went wrong today was that I noticed that on my VODs channel, there were 2 632s. And so I deleted 2 of the day 632s, uploaded 633, and then I saw I had a comment on the VODs channel that was like, whoa, what are you walking on? How do you do this? I was explaining the process real quick. And that just made me be, 2-3 minutes later than I would have been otherwise. You didn't rush, you just didn't drag. Correct. Today is Tales of Vesperia. Yippee! I love Tales of Vesperia days. Can't believe Yuli was late, Sag. Now hang on, I wasn't late. I just wasn't as prepared as I should have been. He's so cute, chat. Oh my god. I swear this guy. One of these days I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go bonkers. And I'll be like, you know what? Fuck you, Cairo. Fuck you. Tales of Vesperia is off. Fuck you. We're not playing it anymore. 2 minutes and 5 seconds? Juice, if that's like your first time actually trying to plank, that's pretty good. What? Today's Tuesday. Tales of Vesperia is... Hey! Yeah, you should tell him. Azu. Eris and I are looking for someone to finish Tales of Vesperia with. You down for that? We have a sudden vacancy in our Tales of Vesperia playthrough. You want to play Tales with us? What the fuck? Hi, sleepies. I will take the noose around my neck before playing this game. Wait, really? You don't like... in-game, of course? Finally, punishment for reading DMs instead of paying attention to Vesperia and stream chat. Oh my goodness. Streakland maintained, have a good day. Have a good one, Techno. Bro's head is cranked 90 degrees reading his DMs. I love both of them so much, Ants. But Eris is clearly doing something like reading DMs whenever he's player 1. And Kyra will just read chat. And I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I was driving. And I'm sitting there like, I can use my phone. But like, I hate looking at my phone for stuff like that. My room is like 2 wall cement, and the Wi-Fi is on the 2nd floor, other corner of the house. So loading a page is like 10 seconds, and I'm just like, I'd rather just... I fucking hate looking at stuff on my phone. But I can't tab out of the fucking game. So I'm just there, leaning back in my chair, holding my controller. We finish a fight, and whichever one of them is driving is just like standing still for 10 seconds. And I'm just like starting to rock back and forth like, oh my god. Airhead players. I don't know who would play this game. Bro, cranked. You can drive if you want. The game's a bit more linear than I ever expected. Honey, I don't want to drive. I want one of you two to drive. But I guess it's such an important game to me that I want you to be so into it that you're not, like, reading DMs or something. I guess it's kind of that problem more so than anything, right? Eris playing a game is funny as fuck. You should see him on Fortnite. You know, I'm actually really tired today. I might fall asleep. Go to sleep. You're living your life with a noose around your neck already by not playing this game. Facts. I want people to focus when we're doing stuff. Doesn't seem like a big ask. I very much have that feeling as well, Ants, but I know for a lot of people that's a struggle. Corvu, her ADHD just... Maybe it could be something that, you know, she works around, but I'm also like, you know, why should you have to train yourself around it? She literally can't do one thing at a time. We'll watch YouTube videos, and she'll be playing Destiny at the same time. And typically, she's got fucking chameleon eyes and can literally pay 90-95% attention to both. But trying to, like, get her to only do one thing. Like, stop looking at this, just do this. It feels... How do I word this? Almost kicked someone out of a D&D group for playing Overwatch mid-session. I'm just gonna fucking say it. Trying to get Core to focus on just a video and not do anything else and getting mad at her when she doesn't feels like being abusive to a special needs child. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm fucked up for saying that. But it's that, like... I'm not getting the thing I want. They're not paying as close attention to this thing I want. But by getting upset about it and taking it out on them, I feel like I'm in the wrong. Hi, Vapor Bite. It feels very rude to me. But at the same time, like, people really struggle with it. Can't believe Yuli hates people like us multitaskers.
Aww.
I'm always right, so it's not wrong. Welcome back. I struggle to watch anime. That's the thing I struggle to focus on. And anytime somebody's like, hey, let's watch this anime. I typically get in VR. If it's something I really want to pay attention to, I'll get in VR. Or, and I've been trying this with Oku. When we watch Uma, I'll have, like, Civ 7 open. Now, what ends up happening is I just don't play Civ 7 because I'm that into Uma that I'm almost exclusively watching Uma. But, like, anything more than Civ, anything that's, like, basically not a fucking idol, I can only do one. I couldn't do this game and anime.
It's like when I play Balatro.
There's Fortnite side plot goes crazy, but watching Femboy beat Present. I will beat you up. Alright, I'll play it respectfully. You'll beat my dick, and that's it. Also kick someone. She can literally respond to messages in her sleep. It feels rude, Lamau. Can't believe Yuli hates people. Awesome. Watch Nokotan. I remember watching the first 2 episodes with you. I remember falling asleep for the rest of it, and waking up at episode 12. I'm always right, so it's not wrong. It's like how I struggle to hang out with Yulin, but end up sleeping instead. Watching Uma without me? Oh my goodness. I've watched... Everything I've watched in Uma so far, I have watched with Oku. We watched the movie, then the OVAs, then Season 1. We're like partway into Season 2 right now. Anytime I hang out with Oku, it's always... Do you want to do Avatar stuff? Do you want to watch Uma? Or do you have something else in mind? And lately, He's been like, yeah, and then he like starts sharing his screen, and it's Yakuza, and it's like, hell yeah, because Oku is
he's
on
playing-
crack.
He's on Yakuza now.
He's played a lot of them. He's on Yakuza 6 right now.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. That's the
It's a
ideal
long
watch
game
of
to
no
get them all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ah. Played up to 6 and beat 7 when it came out. Hmm. I've watched people play through Yakuza 0. God, probably like 5 times. I've seen that game so many times. I've watched Kiwami probably like 2 times. And then all the other Yakuza games, I wouldn't say I've seen like a full playthrough. I've like tabbed into somebody and they're doing mini games. I have at some point, this is a couple years ago, watched the Yakuza movies. So it's like Yakuza 3, all the cutscenes. Here's 5 hours just every cutscene from Yakuza whatever.
I mean,
so
you
I
got
have-
the gist of all of it.
I did, but I think when you watch through a game plot like that, it has no weight. It doesn't stick with you. Whereas like if you play through it, less so if you watch a playthrough of it, but definitely if you play through it, you know, a character gets kidnapped. And it's like you then have to fight for an hour through a headquarters with intense music. That I feel like that gets imprinted on you. Whereas you watch the movie, it's like, oh no, Haruka's been kidnapped. Fade to black. Haruka, are you okay? I'm glad I saved you. Like, it's just, there's a lot less meaning in moments like that. And so a lot of watching a game's cutscenes as a movie like this loses so much weight and importance. I still have to do the epilogue to 6, which is the man who erased his own name. And then I can play 8, so I also bought an release but haven't played. I'll show you an imprint. I wish I could enjoy playing any solo games, but I get bored in so fast. Kind of the same. Unless there's like a massive nostalgia factor. I can see a solo game that is like literally just made for me. Like it looks amazing in every capacity. And if it's not multiplayer, I'm just like, oh, interest went from a 9 to a 2. No, I don't care. Satisfactory is a little bit of an exception. But like, that one's easy to just be in a call and kind of play with others. But if I was playing like a new Tales game, I don't know with that one. Yakuza side story OST is iconic. I was the same Elin. Then I played Metro. Woo. I don't even know what Metro is. His hole was made for me. I think the original quote is, "This hole was made for me." The... Oopsie. The funny moment of like, that doesn't look like the most off typo in this chat. Oh, jeez. I always recommend people to just start Yakuza 0. I don't think I've heard of anyone that hasn't gotten hooked starting that. Oh, let me see if it fit. Yakuza 0 is not the first game, but chronologically it is, right? And yeah, same opinion. It's such a good and like modern systems game to start with. The story goes hard. It's a great introduction to a lot of characters. It's chronologically the first, so it's not as confusing. It's got good combat that, you know, you go into Kiwami and it's like, holy cow, this is a little old. I can't think of a better Yakuza game to start than Yakuza 0. It's prolonged to the entire series, so it just works as a starting point and it really picks up quickly. It also, like... it's so good. Hi, Wrath. Like, everybody starts Yakuza 0, And they're like, wow, Kiryu is so cool. I see why people like this character. And then chapter 3, you meet Majima. And it's like, holy fucking shit. Majima is so much cooler. I like Majima. He's my favorite character. I wish there was more of him. I mean, Kiryu's okay, but Majima's really cool. And then you get into chapter 5, and Kiryu goes, let me fucking remind you who the main character of this series is. And it's like, wait, wait, I actually can't decide who's cooler between Kiryu and Majima. They're both so good. Oh no. Going to see who Nishikiyama really is, too. In my opinion, makes Kiwami so much more deep. Yeah. Yeah, in Kiwami, he's like... I don't want to say edgy, but... he's fucking dark right away. And getting to see that stuff before... getting to see him in... Zero... adds so much to Kiwami. The Metro series is basically Russian Fallout based on a book series in the same name, where the survivor of World War III must survive underground in the massive metro system underneath Moscow. Kiryu is so fucking badass, man. You just get to one of those cutscenes, especially the one where he punches Yuta through the fucking door, but then the lecture he gives after survivors. The cutscene for me, Oku. The cutscene that, like, made me a fanboy of Kiryu is, Nishiki drives him out to the forest. And he gives him a smoke. And he can't find his lighter. And Kiryu's like, here. I was still bogarting it from, you know, when I borrowed it from you a couple days ago. And Nishiki's like, oh my god, dude. They both light up. And then Kiryu's like, man, this is fucked. And then he hears the click. And Nishiki's holding a gun to the back of his head. And he's like, what are you doing? And Nishiki's just like, dude, I have to do this. Have you seen what they're going to do to you, man? You fucked up. They're gonna torture you. You're gonna wish you were dead. This is the best thing I can do for you, man. I'm sorry. He's like, alright. Just promise me one thing. You turn in my head. You use it to climb the ranks. And you fix the problems that we're dealing with now. Hi, Dino Zoomies. And then he shoots, and he misses, and Kiryu just fucking turns around. And he goes, what are you doing? Aim carefully. You missed. Don't miss this. Like, he's just fucking, just in the face of death, just like, oh, come on, hold it steady. And Nishiki's fucking crying. I can't do it, man. I can't fucking do it. From here, we are no longer brothers. Steal his car. That scene is just so fucking raw that it's like, dude, Majima's cool. But like, it's heavy as fuck. It's so fucking heavy. It's like surface level. Oh, Kiryu's just tough punch one. And then he starts spitting out of nowhere. Majima's intro in Zero made me love him. Good morning, Pat Pat. And then he shoots him in the head and the bullet bounces off and he turns around again. Hang on, I don't remember that version of it. Oh. The forest scene for Kiryu is the one that's just like, holy. And then, I mean, obviously Majima's intro. I feel like everybody just falls in love with Majima from his intro. Actual newsflash, Eland. Uh-oh. Yeah? 4chan got hacked. I'm gonna... I love you, Noodles. Yes. We have already had somebody in chat today being like, Ewan, did you see the news? Ewan, did you see the 4chan news? And I'm like, yes, I did.
I thought Noodles would be like, they hit the Pentagon!
No! Unlike you, I shower in the morning. I shower right after the walk. The Queen of England has died. Hi, Devilgated. It's one of those things, Noodles, where just like, I guess it's a story a lot of people are like, holy shit, with. Because I would not be surprised if a third person comes in being like, did you see 4chan? Yes, I did a brief rundown. You actually might know more than me, Noodles. I saw that it was hacked. People couldn't access the website for a bit. I don't even know if it's back up. I did see that the singular last post on 4chan was, it was, a picture of Jack Black with text going, what the fuck is going on? And then another post of Jack Black going, chicken jockey! And that was like the final post of 4chan. Which, my god, how fitting. Y'all hear about 4chan? Haha, Ellie, you're so funny. But never comes back, that's peak. I did see that the people that hacked it specifically went to the DMs and emails of the website admins and started, you know, sharing as much stuff on them as they could. Specifically, I saw a really racist post from one of them, but I mean, it's 4chan? I don't know if anyone expected anything different. Thanks, you, and you're cute. The self-control from Yuli right there was insane. I feel like I did bad, Shiro. I feel like I kind of was a little sassy with Noodles right there, and I shouldn't have been. Because it's one of those things, it's 100% one of those things where, like, everybody pokes me once. And it's not even, like, really poking me. Noodles was literally just like, did you see the news on this? And, you know, one of those, yes, I did. The third one, oh my god, yes, I did. Stop telling me, to the person who just said it once. Euland, I've said it before, I know my place, so don't sweat it. I don't think you do know your place. I might know more, I feel insulted slightly. You'll hear about 4chan. I hope it never comes back, that speak. I never went to that cesspool. I feel like I went to the website once or twice. And I thought it was like, oh, they are literally all racist there. I'm so much better on my Senkaku Complex website. And then, you know, having met a lot of people from 4chan and VRChat, it's like, oh yeah, of course it was a website with different communities. Of course there was the turbo racist section. And then there was just, you know, the video game section. And then the meme section, right? Like, of course it had fucking compartments. It was so slow last night when I was browsing. Poetic, thanks Elon, you're cute. I need to check my 2D HGG threads. Me neither, I got all my 4C content from third parties. You know, I said it before, I know my place. You know, I can't believe you broke the sword. Uh-oh. Once is crazy. Oh, really? One of the incubators of the modern neo-Nazi movement had an admin did some racist stuff? I'm shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked. From what I hear, the VTuber section was toxic as hell. That people in the turbo racist section isn't actually comprised of people from the website. Just idiots from outside who think they're in good company. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Not surprised by that either. Because, like, 4chan had and has such a negative reputation that, like, yeah. The worst of it was just tourists there. And at least the video game board was useful occasionally. Especially for Stalker back in the day. VTuber sections anywhere toxic. It's not 4chan exclusive. All my blocks on Twitter are indie VTubers. Dude. A lot of indie VTubers are just like... I don't want to say the worst human beings. But like, holy... I've covered it like... a lot of times. But regularly we have some indie VTuber says some unhinged shit that's like super racist. And then they get called out, and then they double down. Wolf 19 shrug, fuck. The trans part I remember was extremely toxic, saying that trans tomboys are not trans and the ones that don't want to take HRT are also not valid. Ooh. Literally slash poll pre-2016 was actually unironically all shit posters just pretending to be racist because it was funny. Then actual racists who heard about 4chan got on the board and were like, oh my god, we're right at home. Push out everyone who actually browsed. Irrelevant to me though. I understand S4S and VG. I was on Senkaku Complex all the time. Which is a horrible, horrible, like, holy shit. That was a website that was basically a vlog run by a guy who was like super anti-trans, anti-gay. Senkaku Complex's massive overlap. Super anti, the dude was just super racist. I went there because that was the gallery I used for porn. The Senkaku Complex archive was, you know, pretty good selection of stuff. Can I boils away? And this guy hated 4chan. He would constantly post about how racist the people on 4chan were. And so that's what formulated my opinion of 4chan. A couple of years back, I started seeing, like, well, I got into VRChat in, like, 2019. I started meeting trans people and furries and being like, wait, they aren't that bad. I started, you know, learning about more correct opinions. And then I would see Senkaku Complex and, like, hear his dog water takes on stuff. And it was like, oh, this guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just hateful. And so at that point, I was like, well, I'm just going to, like, not read any of these things. And I'm going to go past it to the porn. I'm only using it for the porn now. And then, like, after 2 weeks, they were like, actually, we're making Senkaku Complex premium. So you have to pay monthly to get the best searches. If you want to search certain tags, you have to be premium. If you type into the search all the way through, that's a premium tag, so you have to pay for that. And I was like, all right, this one sucks. I gotta find something else. Yeah, who would watch some indie VTuber? Hey, Yulin, which VTube company are you part of? My boils away. Oh my god, Yulin. People confidently talking about things they actually have no base knowledge of? I know. Good night, he who lins and tiny people next to him. Good night, Elder. Sleep well. Yes, sure, pretending if that helps you. I would say they were. I mean, there's probably a few people back then that, like, weren't. But I imagine they mostly got roasted. The only negative interaction I've ever had with a furry was when a guy in a furry avatar tried to face fuck me while I was a deskie back in early 2018. It was also the first penis I saw in VRChat. For me, all of my opinions on furries were formed from Senkaku Complex. I thought they were weird, degenerate. I thought it was like a mental health condition. A mental disability. And then in VRChat, I met some. A friend brought me to, like, a furry meetup, and there's like 30 to 40 of them in this room. And they're just all in furry avatars having a conversation. And it was like, wait, they're not that weird. They're literally just nice. Like, I felt very out of place at first because I didn't have a furry avatar, and I felt like I stood out, but no one cared. And then one of them talked to me about his history degree for like 2 hours. And it was like, I don't know. I was expecting like a way different thing, right? Like, I expected them to be like trying to fuck me or each other. I expected them to just be like, I expected them to do the uwu speak the whole time. I was expecting them to be like, uwu? Who are you? You're not a furry. do you know what your spiritual animal is? A woof. Like, I was expecting that, and they were just like, hey, how are you? You're Tal's friend? Good to meet you. And it was just like, oh, you're fucking normal. Okay. Furries, don't make me say it. Furries are amazing. If I speak, I will be in big trouble. If I speak, I will be in big trouble. If I speak, I will be in big trouble. Furries are just people that know how to get freaky. I don't know if I'd word it that way. I'm gonna speak. If I were to word it, I would say furries are normal, but they like to compartmentalize. And so they like attributing traits to personalities. Uh-oh, just speak out. They like, it is more of a, like, I don't want to say vibe. What's the word I'm looking for? I'll get banned. I don't know how to describe this. But I feel like furries enjoy matching outward appearance to inward traits and things. And they like that distinction of groups and peoples. It is less of a sexual thing for them, though it can be a sexual thing, and it often is, but I'd say the more important thing for them is the outward expression. That's what I think of furries. Also, I need a drink. Last Epoch. That's in 2 days. I'll get banned. You're already on thin ice, Cairo. What opinion do you have that could get you banned? How's Last Epoch looking recently? Haven't heard anything in a while. It has a big update coming in 2 days. It's going to be their 1.1 update. There's like a 20-minute video of the overview of the features coming at 1.1. No new classes or anything like that, but they've done a massive overhaul to the endgame, and I think they've added Act 4 to their story. I think initially they only had Act 1, 2, and 3. They've announced, the season theme, which is going to be like the Weavers. I'm planning to play it. I got super excited for Last Epoch when it first came out. I played it a lot then. I probably put like 50 hours into it. But it was a game, I don't know if it was just timing. But all the friends that also got into it just didn't play it as much. I want to play, but PoE? That's kind of how I am. Like, I think I'd rather play PoE 2. But I feel like I suck at PoE 2, so maybe I'll have a better time with Last Epoch. I killed the hyena boss on my witch. And then I went to the next area. And I don't think I died to anything, but it just felt like such a struggle killing any mob. That it was just like, man, this sucks. PoE has a problem where, like, it just feels like it's scaled too hard. And I don't want to be like, oh, the game's too hard, it's bad. I think it's a very good game. I just feel like I've played a lot of games before. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be struggling. But it's just, and everybody's gonna, I think back me up on this. It does not have the build diversity right now. it does not have, like, any ability can work. Which I feel like, especially your first time going through the story, when you play through Act 1, 2, and 3, you should be able to, like, work around any ability. It should just fucking work. And then you get to Cruel Mode, and it's like, okay, now you gotta start doing more meta stuff, you gotta pay more attention to synergies, you have a lot more tools to, like, build stuff together. And so, you kind of gotta paying attention to the meta and doing what's right. Whereas, like, right away, by the time you're level 10, there's just abilities that suck. I missed mid-2010s internet. The last Epoch would have been a banger last Christmas parody. Would have a banger last Christmas parody? Wait, what? I beat the Yakuza games, and then I need to play Persona 5 and Persona 3 Reloaded. My friend bought them for my birthday, so I'm obligated? If I have a game that's on my wish list and somebody buys it for me, I'm obligated to play it then. If somebody buys me a game that's not on my wish list, then I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna play this. If a game is gifted to me and it's more of a present for them than for me, then it's just like, depends on the person, depends on the game. Elon, can you put Bad Rats 2 on your wish list? No. Fucking Chewy gifted me Rat Shaker. And I'm like, Chewy, I don't know if I'm ever playing this. He's like, that's fine, it was $1. I think it's a funny gift. Song parody? My treadmill is being loud right now. I can see it activate the mic now and then. What was I saying? Last Epoch. I feel like I'm gonna end up playing a fucking Primalist again. I don't really hear it. Well, that's ideal. Last Epoch has 5 classes. Each of those classes has 3 advanced classes. There's not really too much difference between the advanced classes. So the way it works is, every class has like 5 or 6 abilities. And then every advanced class has 5 abilities. If you pick your advanced class, you get that class-specific ability. But then you have to invest points into their talent tree to unlock the rest. So that means that, like, if I pick Primalist, then the one Beastmaster specific and the one Shaman... No, if I pick Druid, the one Beastmaster and the one Shaman specific abilities, I don't have access to. But I could get every other ability. I could get 4 of the 5 Primalist, or Beastmaster. I could get 4 of the 5 Shaman. But for the Druid stuff, you know, you could get 5. You could also only get 1. You could get the one they give you for picking that, and then just put no points in Druid, so you don't unlock the others. I don't know what build would want to do that. The build I'm looking at, so the one I did pre-season last time, carry me, you Linda? The build I did last time was, I played Beastmaster, and when you put like 15 or 20 points in Beastmaster, you get the Scorpion ability, which lets you summon a Scorpion. And the Scorpion is okay. He's kind of tanky. He attacks enemies and stacks a daunt. The big thing about him is that every 10 seconds it has an ability called Death Nova. It just does a big circle around it that does poison damage and does a lot of damage. Well, I built the fuck out of this. So that bigger range, more damage, yada yada, bigger cooldown. It would go off like every 20 seconds, but it was a screen nuke. However, I got an ability on my main character, the Beastmaster, that whenever I use an ability called Slash, it activates your pet's ability. So I would just run up and slash things every 2 seconds because it had a 2-second cooldown. And it was a screen-wide nuke. This thing would just wipe the screen every 2 seconds. I think that was what I did season 0. I think for this season, I want to do a Hiveling build. I want to play Druid, which Druid has a transform where you turn into this big, like, bug with fucking sword hands. It's basically Scyther. You turn into Scyther. It has an ability called Hives, where it just makes these hives that shit out these locusts. And locusts are like really small pets that, you know, fight stuff for you. I want to do a build that just focuses on maintaining the swarm form and making as many hivelings as possible, to the point that I have like 20 of them just following me around and biting the shit out of everything. That's what I want to do. I don't really hear it. Carry me, Linda. I will try. I will try. I have had... Last Epoch is a weird thing for me, because it's much more akin to PoE 2, where if you fall behind in the story, it's like, oh, fuck, figure it out, buddy. Ah, that sounds cool. Let me look for a sale. It's a lot simpler in systems, so, like, the passive tree and abilities, just way fucking easier than Path of Exile 2. Just way fucking easier. But, like, the gearing and crafting, much more like Path of Exile. Diablo 3 and 4... Diablo 3 and 4 are like the baby ARPGs. I did some Bleed Hiveling build. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna do that. Alternatively, I could also do Lich. I could also do Forge Master. I don't know what the Forge Master... Like, if Forge Master has a cool pet where you, like... I think you summon living weapons. That one also sounds really cool to me. My problem with Last Epoch, and it's a very small problem to have, is, they have the gender-locked classes of, Path of Exile. But, you know, Path of Exile is like, you could just play a ranger and then do all the mercenary stuff anyway. Your passives will just be a little weird and your ascendancy will be different. Whereas, like, you want to play druid stuff, you have to play the Primalist, who's just big, hairy dude. And I'm like, oh, man. Hi, Big Deck. It was pretty fun. Ah. Hi, Big Deck. Big Deck bark. Big Deck, you like the Yakuza games. Have you played Yakuza 6? I was watching my friend Oku play it last night. And I saw a lot of the great scenes. I was actually making a joke at one point. Time to drive home. See you soon, Shiro. Not 6 yet? Oh, then I almost flipped the magnet. I almost pulled the cord. Then I won't say anything that I was about to say. I'm glad you said that. I've not played any Yakuza, but I've watched a ton of it. Love it. I don't think I'll be playing Yakuza for a while. I'm so burnt out. They're long games. They are, I don't want to say overly grindy, but there's a lot to do in them, right? In the Yakuza games, there's like a good 20 to 30 hour story to go through. And then there's also just 3 times as much content from minigames. Please don't pat me. Hi, North Princess. Chat, do this. Took me 18 hours to complete Yakuza 3. Did you 100% it, or is that just story? Anyway. It was 3%. They just have lots of content and it's all fun. Mm-hmm. I feel like I messed up the Tales of Vesperia side content. Because I didn't know a guide had been written for, like, doing all of it as you go through the game. The guides I had seen in the past were like, you want this storyline? Okay, here's just the points of this side story. Go do it at this point, right? And there's like 1 or 2 quests in Vesperia. They're from the olden days where it's like, oh, you got through the story to this point? Well, you can't go back now. Commuting Willard. Okay. Hi, Joe. Oh boy, walking time. I don't think we're at the point where we've missed content. I think we can go back and do everything. I don't know if Cairo and Eris want to. It's also like, I don't know how much time on stream we want to spend trying to figure it out. We can do whatever, baby. So helpful. I get that you're being accommodating there, but I'm like, I'm not sure what they would like the most. Instead of giving me the, I want to do this. Yeah, I'm good with this. It's the, whatever you want. I'm like, oh, I'm struggling to make a decision. Make it easy. I love you, Cairo. Hi, North Deck. Hi. I need a drink. We're at 2 miles. Ants literally said, that sounds fun. I'm looking at Last Epoch sales now. And I'm like, fuck, all I want to do is talk Last Epoch now. They limit you to, I think, 5 abilities. 5 or 6. But you can only put talents in 5 abilities. And so each ability has, like, this massive talent tree. So if you play Primalist, there are, I think I want to say 8 Primalist abilities. And then there are 3 subclasses. Each of those has 5 abilities. So each class has like 15 plus 8, 23 abilities. Well, each of those abilities has a massive talent tree. Not like Path of Exile passive tree, but, you know, a big branching talent tree. And they'll do things like, what would be a good example? Okay. So Primalist has an ability called Serpent Strike. You basically stab forward and poison the enemy. Well, the talent tree for this, and each talent tree goes up to 20, although you can get things to make it go higher. So, like, you'll get items that make you up to 23 or 26, yada yada. You will get talents in it that's like, makes it do 20% more damage. Makes it, you know, give you a heal over time for 5 seconds. It heals you for 2% of your max health per second. You know, stuff like that. But then they will just get, like, ability changing things. That's like, when you use this ability, it goes off 2 more times automatically. Or when you use this ability, this other ability will also activate. Things like that, right? So the big example they use is for the sorcerer who has a fireball. You could turn it into like a multi-shot fireball. You could turn it into, you know, the fireballs explode. You can do those together. So you shoot 5, and then all 5 of those explode, right? You can do a lot of stuff like that with the talent trees. And the talent trees aren't something you can fill out. Is this Ungaro? Yeah. You can't fill out the talent trees. There's like 50 to 60 total points on a tree, and you get 20. And so you can be pretty fucking creative and like mess around with the abilities. Putting it on my throne right now. I actually, okay, so Dore tweeted out yesterday that they were like, fuck it, I added a throne. So I was like, oh, the goblin has a throne? I immediately go to it. I immediately suggest one of the worst things I can think of. Lobster Crocs. They're the Croc shoes, but themed like lobsters. So it looks like you just have a fucking lobster on each foot. Dore immediately sends me a DM that they purchased lobster Crocs a year ago. They already had the lobster Crocs. And I was like, bro, what? Yuki shakes. Putting it on my throne. Why not a 47-inch long snake? Because I thought lobster Crocs would be funnier. Space fish Crocs Pog. You're ridiculous, space fish. You're ridiculous. They literally already had lobster Crocs. I want to play Last Epoch. Teehee. She just fucking says teehee, I swear. My vision went gray for 3 seconds. That was concerning. What other stories do I have? Oh, this is super quiet, I just realized. Let's turn that up. I can't even hear it when the treadmill's going. That should be good. Two, three. I wonder what's going on. My headset just went gray again. I'm like, that's a really bad sign. I don't like it when my headset just goes gray. Trogdor, did you already go to bed? They were very sleepy earlier. So I feel like he did. One of the, I wouldn't worry about that. My vision goes great whenever I move a bit too fast. It'll be fine. Yes, because I'm... Just kidding, I am medically fine, probably. So for me, my friend Elite had the gray screen a lot. And, like, it would happen a few times where it wouldn't come back from it. And, like, if I got it when I was moving too fast, I'd understand. But I'm literally just, like, standing here. I'm walking in place, and the 2 times I've gotten it is when I, like, looked left or looked down. Which really shouldn't trigger it. The Vive Pro should be able to handle looking a direction, right? Turning my head without gray screening. If
Jack.
Now, get in. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Hey, Ring.
Is this bad? I've never seen it fix itself. But the Connextant mic seems to be working again. That's really concerning because I've never seen it come back, and like VRChat and OBS just both don't think the Vive Pro has a mic. I've never looked at the VRChat mics before and been like, all right, select an output device, and the Vive Pro mic is not there. Oh, now noise, ouch, mic, your mic, my ears. I don't know if you know this, but your mic was messed up. I actually saw it happen. I was talking about, you know, the Vive Pro messing up in gray screening, and then I saw the bar for the mic just maxing out, and it was like, that's the mic thing. God damn it. Predicted your own headset's downfall, that's wild. Elon died while we will have to walk so far for the VR funeral. More like the Vive amateur. Well, I actually don't know what to do. I just read myself. Working, it's fine, seems fine. You beat. Okay, done with meds. Gah. I fucking hate my audio situation so much, guys. Ah. I'm also like weirded out that I look at my settings and the Vive mic isn't there. That's like, what do you...
Your microphone has died.
Okay. Probably would just be easier to restart at this fucking point. But I don't like doing that. Instead, what I've opted to do is get the backup treadmill, move that next to the PC, and have my fucking headset on my computer. So, fucking, I hate this, guys. Oh, wait. Stop this. Please stop. That. Can I just turn this off and back on? Yay, it's back here. Okay. I'm gonna be standing about here.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Frustrated, but I am okay. Put it like there. Okay. Broken again, cut out again. What the fuck? It almost sounded like an airbase got unplugged. Maybe just my brain equating it to a noise I recognize. Okay. We will simply walk on this treadmill today, I fucking suppose. So I can have this mic. It's a whole double problem. Because the good mic just dying like that is awful. Hurts you guys in the ears. But the Vive Pro mic not being there, I'm like, excuse me, what? Good job, Noodle. Bottom text cut out again. Almost sounded like an airbase got unplugged. Maybe just my brain equating to noise I recognize air hose. What do you mean the... Can't believe Elon fucking died. Listen, chat, big pink bundling. Back, pet. Good job. Do you think there's any chance of static electricity from the treadmill? Maybe put a new carpet or something when it started happening? No, because it's been the exact same setup for, 2 years, for 600 days now. And it's not the treadmill, it's specifically the mic, right? So the Vive Pro mic sucks. And I have it's not a mod mic, it's a lapel mic. The lapel mic plugs directly into the Vive Pro, above my forehead. And then it's on a cord that I have, wrapped around the ear. And then that goes to the little lapel thing on a stick that's like right here in front of my face. You're just asking in case it might affect it? Yeah. I'm just explaining my process right now. I don't know why that mic just now and then fucking dies. It fucking dies and it goes staticky and picks up everything and it sounds awful. Wait, it sucks. Goes to buy a Vive Pro. Just kidding. I did see a Reddit post yesterday of a vacuum store that said everything we sell sucks. Get it? Haha, vacuum store. With the Vive Pro mic, that was the first time I've ever seen that. If I open up my sound system stuff right now, I can see 3 microphones. USB audio device, which is my headphones that I use when I'm playing desktop. Microphone Connextant USB digital audio device, that's the lapel mic. And capture input terminal AC interface. I don't know what that is, and when I switched it to that, it wasn't picking anything up. So for whatever reason right now, my computer does not see a Vive Pro mic. Fantastic. I kind of feel like this whole scratchy microphone thing, could it be a driver issue? The whole scratchy mic thing has happened 3 times in the last week. 2 just now. And so I'm like, fuck it. I kind of just want to deal with the Vive Pro mic. I'd rather just, if I have a helium voice day, fuck it, I have a helium voice day. But that it's not even, that the Vive Pro mic isn't there, that's the most concerning thing to me right now. To me, that's like, wait, what the fuck, what do I do? I hate it when my backup doesn't work. Guild Wars 2? Hell yeah. I don't know. It feels weird that it'd be a driver issue, right? Because I haven't, like, changed my drivers at all. Yeah. I don't know. I fucking hate it when stuff just doesn't work. I don't know. What's a story that would cheer me up? Talk about Minecraft. I started the next Minecraft video. I asked you guys what would, like, be a good next video or next biome to do, and, like, 2 people said Mesa. So I was like, okay, let's do the Mesa. And I make a large biome world. And I type in locate biome Mesa. And Minecraft is like, hey, idiot, that doesn't exist. And I'm like, what? The Mesa is not technically a biome, it's like a sub-biome. But everybody knows it as the Mesa, so I was just like, what? You ever just walk past something you're looking for 6 times with someone else also looking for it? Yes. You realize you were both standing right in front of it when they asked? Uh-huh. I have done that many times in World of Warcraft. The Mesa biome is not a formal biome. I'm sorry. Did my hand just... Did both of my hands just turn off?
Yeah, seems like it.
Dude, what is happening today? Can I... Okay. Eland, I think your headset might be breaking. I also think this. This happened the other day after stream. My hand just stopped being recognized. And, oh, that's my water. And turning them off and on again didn't change anything. Okay, my hands are on. 4chan is dead, Elon. There it is. There's number 4. Do these problems happen more often in PC intense maps? That's what's causing or making them worse? Here's the thing, Frost Hero. I'm literally in, like, the absolute best optimized map right now. This is the map that is, like, the cleanest, smallest download. I get the most frames here. This map's, like, the opposite of intense. This is my backup map, where if I go to a map that has really bad frames, I come here because I know it'll be clean. Yeah, guys, fuck it. I think I'm just gonna restart my PC because... Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, it is definitely something with my PC. Because my RGB is freaking the fuck out. Yeah, my PC needs to restart. So, I'll be back in like 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. Holy shit. That explains why I have bad performance. RGB doesn't work. Yeah, no, it's... Huh. Yeah, that's definitely a PC thing. Okay. Be right back in, however long.
See you in a bit, everybody.
Copy. This. This. Paste. Okay. And then I can close this. Don't save. Wow, this is gonna be weird. Restarting my PC while OBS is running. Yeah, yeet. Restart. Anyway, I love you.